So it's raining and it's windy. It's time for yet another little epic adventure with Ben and Lois.
It's July, so that's hence it's cold and wet in England.
Yeah, so we've got our buffy hats on, we've got all our waterproofs on, we've got the boat almost on the water, so we'll see how we get on. So yeah, it's lovely to get out on the river or on a lake when it's blazing hot sun, but quite often in the UK we're coping with rain and wind, so just get togged up and get out in the wilds really, whatever the weather. It always sounds worse when you're in your tent, so yeah, put all your waterproofs on and brave the elements. You'll be treated with some real rewards really.
As is often the case when you wake up hearing the rain pounding on your tent, by about 11 it stopped, which it has now. So, and the wind has dropped a bit as well, so it's absolutely perfect on here. But I'm going to keep my rain gear on for now, because you never know, it's not looking too promising. You can see all the mist and the clouds behind us.
So we've come into shore, we've tied the canoe up. The weather's actually improved now that we've actually landed on the beach, but we're gonna maybe walk up into the woods, maybe set up a bit of a camp, or maybe jettison the paddles somewhere, hide them in the woods. Always remember to never leave your paddles with your canoe, because that's like leaving the keys in the ignition. So yeah, we'll leave these in the woods and find somewhere nice for maybe a spot of lunch, eh Lois? So we've often seen this waterfall from the lake where we were paddling, but never ventured that far up. It always looked too steep and too foreboding really, but it's amazing. Okay, we picked probably the worst day weather-wise, but at least it stopped raining now, so hopefully in the next few minutes this cloud might blow away and we might actually get a bit of sunshine, but to be honest I think that's a bit optimistic. But so far, waterfall's amazing, rocks are very slippy, but we're managing to make our way up the side of it. Hopefully we're going to find somewhere where we can at least set up and have our lunch.
We've made camp it's still raining. We've got the tarp up, the hammock, and I think lunch is ready. So it's pretty good, it's a great view. The rushing of the waterfall. It's a very steep slope, so absolutely ideal for the hammock and the tarp. They come into their own here.
So I think that we timed that to perfection. The rain's really coming in again. The tarp's doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is keeping us nice and dry. And I'm in the hammock and it's really comfy. I'm not touching the wet ground, so all's good. Got the jet boil on a nice level patch over there, and we've just boiled it up and got the lunch on. Pretty much going to just hang here for a bit, have lunch and just enjoy the view really. I don't think life can get any better than this. So we've had our lunch and now we're still hanging about in the hammock, and we've just got the kettle on for a cup of tea. And Lois has just reminded me that we bought a piece of cake as well. So we're having tea and cake next to a waterfall. So yeah, it's really, really nice. So we just found this fallen silver birch. I thought it might be rotten, but it's still got a lot of nice colour into it, but it's still plenty green enough. And we've just roughed out a spoon. I didn't have an axe with me, but I had my parang, which basically is an axe near the handle. I could get some controlled cuts and just roughed out that spoon. So we'll go back to where we've got our tarp set up and I can use my knife and we can finish this off. So yeah, really nice to actually be able to make a bit of sort of woodenware that you can use in camp, but also take the memories back with you from your particular trip really.
Well, we've done our bit of spoon carving. Here's mine.
Here's mine. You were sort of covering my face. Here's mine.
Mine's better than yours.
I think mine's better than yours, Lois.
Anyway, that was really great fun. We've been whittling for about an hour or so. Just the time just drifted away with the lovely sound of the waterfall in the background. So it's great fun, but now we're going to pack up camp and carry on up the hill. So I found a few mountain snacks on the way up. There's not many, but there's 3 for me and 1 for Ben.
So we've pretty much come as far as we can up the waterfall. It's now got really, really steep, so I don't think it's safe to actually carry on. So we're going to cut across now through the bracken, because we know that there's a major path that we've been up before, so if we hit that we should be able to go safely down without having to slide all the way down the waterfall. But that was yet again another one of Lois's epic little walks. But yeah, let's hopefully we can pick up that path before it gets too dark.
Of the waterfall, nearly. More of a scramble than a walk, but we made it. What do you think of that?
It was an absolute epic. As you can probably tell, it's very windy again, but unbelievable, fantastic. So cup of tea, and then we'll try and get down and retrieve the canoe.
To come up more up to the source of the waterfall, which is this beautiful tarn, Bleaberry Tarn, between Red Pike and I think it's High Stile, the other side, which you can't see the tops of today because it's very misty. The wind's just dropped for a second, long enough to show you the tarn before we quickly descend because the weather's really closing in now. Well, we had an epic descent down on some very slippery rocks, so no chance for filming at all because we needed both hands free. But it's a fantastic end to our little journey. We're back at the Canoe, just a short trip back now. Hope you've enjoyed joining us on this little journey. We've certainly enjoyed having you along.
Yeah, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.